It's the latest sign the GTA's housing market is cooling fast. New numbers out show condo sales across the GTA have hit historic lows.
In December 2025, the average Toronto condo price dropped to $553,500, down 8.2% from the year before. But that's not the real story. In the third quarter of 2025, just 319 new condos sold across the entire Greater Toronto and Hamilton area. That's the lowest number since 1990, 35 years ago. And according to Urbanation, 18 projects were canceled in the first 9 months of 2025 alone. This isn't a slowdown. This is a collapse. And luxury condos are at the center of it all. Let's break down what just happened and why nobody saw it coming. Here's what actually happened. In October 2023, The One, an 85-story luxury condo tower at Yonge and Bloor, entered receivership with $1.9 billion in debt. This was supposed to be Canada's first supertall building. Instead, it became the poster child for Toronto's condo crisis. Developer Sam Mizrahi broke ground in 2017, promising a December 2022 completion. Court documents showed the project went $600 million over budget. KB Hanna Bank said the borrowers failed to repay $1.23 billion in August and September 2023. Then came the twist. In December 2024, Tridel took over the project. But in November 2025, an Ontario court judge approved the cancellation of 314 out of 329 presale contracts. People who bought units in 2017 and 2018, some paying nearly $4,000 per square foot for penthouses, got their deposits refunded. The court said the original contracts weren't economically viable anymore. The project currently owes over $2.1 billion as of September 2025. Tridel is cutting the unit count from 476 down to 411, fewer but larger luxury units. They're now targeting an early 2028 completion date. That's more than 10 years after construction started. The 314 buyers getting refunds? They'll get $105 million in deposits back, plus interest. And they get first dibs on the new units 45 days before public launch. As of May 2025, construction reached over 300 meters, making it Canada's first super tall building. But the receivership tells you everything about where Toronto's luxury market really stands right now. And this is only one building. The numbers coming out of Toronto's condo market are brutal. This story exposes how bad things have gotten. In the first 10 months of 2025, only 714 new condos were sold across Toronto. That's down 61% from 2024 and down 86% from 2023, according to Altus Group data. July 2025 marked the weakest month, just 54 units sold in the entire city. The Greater Toronto and Hamilton area hit rock bottom in Q3 2025. Urbanation reported just 319 units sold. That's the lowest quarterly total since Q3 1990. Sales fell 92% below the 10-year average. This isn't investors pulling back. This is the market freezing solid. For context, Toronto sold 4,590 new condo units in all of 2024. That was already a 64% decline from 2023. But 2025 is tracking even worse, possibly the lowest year since 1996. Average condo prices tell the same story. In June 2023, the average hit $659,700. By December 2025, condos averaged $553,500, down 8.2% year over year. Active listings surged to over 7,200 units. Days on market increased to 65 days in December 2025, up from 56 days the year before. The sales to new listings ratio dropped to 35.5%, the lowest since the 2009 recession, according to RBC Economics. Developers need 70% of units sold pre-construction to secure financing. According to Urbanation, 16 projects totaling 5,045 units have been on the market for over a year, but sold less than 40% of their inventory. Banks won't fund projects that can't hit sales targets. Real estate lawyer Bob Aaron told CBC he gets calls every week from buyers trying to exit contracts. Some buyers who purchased during the pandemic boom are actually relieved when projects get canceled. The units aren't worth what they paid anymore. Michael Niezgoda, senior manager at Urbanation, said the current wave of cancellations is different from 2017 and 2021. Back then, it was individual developers having problems. Now, what's a wider market trend? The complete absence of buyers. If you're finding this valuable, hit that subscribe button. We're tracking this market collapse every week with real data and real numbers. As of December 2025, Bloomberg reported Toronto has more than 8,200 unsold condo units sitting on the market, with prices down 20% from peak. Another 10,000 units are too far into construction to be canceled. They're coming whether anyone wants them or not. The market flipped overnight. If you thought sales were bad, wait until you see the cancellations. In 2024, 14 condo projects were canceled in the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area, totaling 2,805 units. Then 2025 made it worse. In the first 9 months of 2025, 18 projects and 4,040 units were canceled. By Q3 2025, 10 projects with 2,499 units were canceled in just that quarter alone. Since early 2024, a total of 32 projects and 6,981 units have been canceled. An additional 20 projects totaling 4,187 units are currently on hold for sales. Construction costs rose 20% year over year, according to industry reports from March 2025. Steel, lumber, and materials surged faster than real estate prices, making projects unprofitable. Condo starts in Toronto plummeted. Just 2,540 new units broke ground through September 2025, the lowest since at least 1998. Some developers are converting canceled projects into rentals. In 2024, 6 of 14 canceled projects, 1,434 units, were converted to rental buildings. But even that strategy is struggling. Average apartment rents in Toronto dropped 7.1% to $2,632 in December 2024, making investor cash flow even worse. Mike Moffat, founding director of the Missing Middle Initiative, said the consequence of today's freeze will echo for years. Condo projects take 3 to 5 years from groundbreaking to completion. Buildings that should deliver homes in 2027 and 2028 needed to start in 2024 and 2025. They didn't. No one expected it to fall apart this fast. Toronto's luxury condo market isn't just cooling, it's in free fall. Sales at 35-year lows. Record cancellations. Iconic projects in receivership. And over 8,200 units sitting unsold, while another 10,000 are still being built. Royal LePage forecasts condo prices will drop another 6.5% in 2026, falling from $658,700 to $615,885. That's another $43,000 in lost value per unit. The market shifted faster than anyone expected, and that's why homeowners, renters, and investors are all on edge right now.